Flyover Podcast, episode 4. We got Edgar across me. I'm Max. And if you hear a baby in the background, it's my daughter.
She wants to be heard, bro. She's going to be a podcaster when she grows up.
Yeah, before we get into it, changing the name of food, people jumping out of buildings, and nasty-ass oil. Wellness check. Edgar, how you been?
Gutter oil. I'm doing good, bro.
Yeah. How was your week?
It was amazing, bro, honestly.
Yeah?
It was good. What about you?
It was a good week. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was, honestly, it flew by.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Fly over.
It flew by. Yeah. That's good, bro.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I tried a new coffee this week. It was all right. Coffee Slingers by Hideaway.
Oh, yeah, you told me about it.
It was all right, bro. Like, it wasn't anything to die for. It was just like,
Yeah?
you know.
It's like whatever. Get close to the mic, bro. You know this, bro.
I don't think I would change it for my Starbucks order or for my coffee at home.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it got me through the day. I'm not gonna lie, like it was pretty strong, but the taste itself, it wasn't that good.
It wasn't good coffee. It wasn't good foundation.
No, the taste was all right. It was like a 6 out of 10, honestly. I mean, the place itself is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
The ambiance is cool. The vibes were there, but the coffee itself, the product,
I never had it, bro. At this point in my life, I'm just like, whatever gets me caffeinated.
Yeah. You know, I was reading, because I did kind of start looking into like caffeine because I was having a lot of caffeine, which that's like a recall to an earlier episode.
Mm-hmm.
The caffeine prevents heart disease, Parkinson, and liver cancer.
Yeah.
It helps prevent, obviously not in excess, but it helps it prevent. So it made me feel better.
It's an antioxidant, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but if you're actually using the bathroom more while you're drinking coffee, you can actually be losing a lot of nutrients like calcium.
Right. Yeah.
So you become brittle.
I mean, also caffeine gets you dehydrated, so that's another point. That's another thing.
That's probably why my bones hurt.
Really? You having issues already?
Can you imagine? 25, bro.
It happens to some people.
25 is a scary age, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Honestly, 25, I can start feeling the 30s looming in. Like,
oh, man, you tell me about it, bro. But I'm like 1 year and a half older than you.
Oh.
So it's like,
how far are you from 30? Wait, how old are you
26.
right now? You're 26.
Yeah.
And you'll be 27 in November?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got 3 years to go.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
It's like the point of, I don't know, bro. I guess you just got to start moving different. Like you really have to like stop bullshitting and like really put your head down and work.
Yeah, but we'll be okay.
Yeah, for sure, bro. It's just scary, you know? It's like it's a big transition, bro. Like when people back then, they're like, not back then, but like when older people tell you, like live your life, this shit goes by fast, and you're kind of like, oh, whatever, bro. Yeah. And then you get to your 26. You get to 26 and you're like, oh shit, 30's coming.
Yeah. But if you think about it, like if you take care of yourself, you can have a great life after 30. Because 30, bro. Like I think I work with a lot of people that are older than me. Mm-hmm. Not by a lot, like maybe like 6-7 years or 8, which is a lot. 6-7 years is a lot. I guess that's like a life. Right, 6-7 years is, and you can graduate from high school in that time.
Yeah, there's
and they say that your 30s are the most fun because you get to do things that you actually want to do because you have money now, which is true because it's like, oh, okay, you've worked longer, you have savings, you can focus on things you want to do. You know what you like, you know what you don't like, so you enjoy your 30s more. So I'm looking forward to that, and I also feel like I'm not gonna age bad. I'll probably only get handsomer.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I stopped caring. Like the older I get, like the less I've stopped caring for. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, what's the way to explain this?
Outside distractions?
Yeah,
not necessarily distractions, but
yeah, outside shit, and also like I don't know. I used to be really into like sneakers and clothes and all that shit, and I was just like, bro, like I wear plain shit all the time now.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that I stopped caring about things like that because I still kind of care about childish things. Not childish, but like things that you would care about. But
it's not. I don't know. It's just personal opinion, bro. People like different things, and people grow.
Yes, bro. You know what I don't like when someone likes something and someone else doesn't like that one thing, and they start bashing you for it. Like, bro, like worry about what you're watching, what you're consuming. Worry about what you're wearing. Like, this is who I am. Why are you so like? like watching what I do, like relax. Like this in no way, shape, or form does it affect you. Like, like if I watch this, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
I get a lot of hate for watching Formula One.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's like, oh, it's European and it's gay as fuck. You're just watching cars go in circles. And what, bro? Like, you might be watching hockey or football or soccer. Like, there's no different, bro. It's just the sport I choose to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
No, my intentions was to go on YouTube this weekend. Yeah. I was actually trying to do this yesterday.
Yeah.
I was gonna go and watch like a bunch of like Formula One shit, because the more things we have in common, the more shit we can talk about on the pod.
Yeah.
But I didn't get around to
No,
it.
it's a dense sport. Like, if you can't just get into it like a lot. Like, you have to know a lot. But the series on Netflix are pretty easy to get into. But a lot of it is like hyped up and not really.
I watched the whole thing and it didn't do it for me.
No, you kind of have to grow up watching it.
When everybody was talking about like, oh, I got into F1 because of the Netflix thing, and I watched it and it didn't do it for me, it was like, okay, maybe this is not for me. But I mean, I don't find it bad enough for me to talk shit. I think it's still pretty cool. I mean, I like cars.
Yeah.
And there's like this guy on YouTube that he bought like an old F1 car.
Yeah.
And he was doing the breakdown, bro, like the engine and how everything works, and it's truly amazing, bro.
Everything is like designed to be aerodynamic and be fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get into the first topic, bro.
What's up?
Gorditas. Yeah. I'm
Mm-hmm.
hungry. So maybe we shouldn't talk about this.
No,
but they want to change the name. Apparently this started, I thought it originated in California, like all good things do. But no, it originated in Querétaro, Mexico.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so apparently...
Wait, hold on. For the people that don't know what gorditas are.
They're a traditional Mexican food that can be traced back to the 16th century. It's Aztec-based, but it was influenced by Spanish, like most things in Mexico. Usually you can have picadillo, papas.
Which is different kind of meat. It's like, think about it as a quesadilla without the cheese. They just put meat inside, and then, it's made out of flour.
And it's fried.
Right.
Right. So they want to change the name from gorditas to masa frita or fritas.
Come on, bro.
Which is like, really? Like, who is this benefiting? Like, is this helping you or is it helping someone else? Like, gorditas has never come across my mind as offensive. But I guess it was triggered by a group of people in Querétaro, and then it got picked up by people in California, and then the Latinx community picked it up, and they were like, all right, let's change the name of this to this. So they started like a movement, which obviously didn't get any traction. A lot of people were kind of bashing the idea because if it bothers you, then it's something internal. You should maybe take a look in the mirror. Like if I say gorditas, you think about the food.
Yeah, I don't think about a obese woman.
No.
That's what it translates to.
Gorditas.
Chunky, that's what it
translates to chubby.
Yeah, chubby, chunky, yeah.
Which is like maybe because it's like the female version, it's offensive, like gorditas.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, like again, this goes back to the last episode. It's an ideological solution to a materialistic problem. The problem here is that there's obese people that are offended by this. Maybe, and don't take this the wrong way, if you're comfortable in your body, you're comfortable, but maybe work out. Like if it offends you to the point you want to change the name of it, maybe it's internal and you should be taking a look in the mirror, reevaluating your values, and maybe start working out.
Is it because of the weight, or is it because of the Latinx movement where they want to take Latino and Latina out and then make it Latinx, so they won't have a... Here, in the Spanish language, bro, we already have... what's it called? Like Latina, Latino.
Yeah.
We already have the structure where like something is female, something is male.
Yeah. Okay. The A is female, the O is male.
Right. Is it because of the weight, or is it because they're trying to make everything equal?
No, it's because of the weight. It's offensive to obese people. Which it shouldn't be. Like, quit using gorditas if you're gordito.
Yeah. And then also, like, Hispanic husbands, they call their wives like "oh mi gordita," like something like that.
I think it's a endearing term more than anything. Nobody says it in a condescending way. Like I think it's the way you're taking it. You know?
I think so too. I think it's just younger generations.
The good news is it didn't get any traction, so people just kind of let it go. Like, oh, we're gonna keep calling gorditas. It's like changing the name from like gringas, you know, to quesadillas. Like, no, a gringa's a gringa, you know? Which a gringa is like a quesadilla with pork, with al pastor meat in it. Right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what a gringa is. And gringa is like what? It wouldn't be a slur. Would it be a slur for an American woman?
No, not really. But it would just be like, kind of like, I don't know, like white people type shit.
Yeah,
like,
white people, gringo, you know.
But it's not as crazy as saying beaner or some shit like that. No, it's not.
Or maybe we don't. Maybe we say that because we're not called that, you know. But
yeah,
if anything should be canceled, bro, it should be pozole. It's not good.
Why pozole?
I don't like it. I don't. Do you know how it started? Pozole?
No.
Okay. Again, traditional Mexican food. And, you know, it can be traced back to like before the 16th century. It can be traced back to like the 13th century.
Yeah.
It's Aztec based. Mm-hmm. There's rumors that the Aztecs were cannibals, so they would eat other humans.
No, they were, bro.
Right. It's rumored. There's no evidence.
You don't think so?
Not on daily basis. Only like on rituals and, you know, special days. Mm-hmm. So apparently, pozole started out by being made out of prisoners' hearts, mm-hmm. which was made a sacrifice. So they would cut up the heart and make it into pozole. And then the Spanish came and they banned cannibalism and the Catholicism, and they changed it from, you know, human heart to pork. Or chicken. No, but that should be banned, bro. Ban pozole. It's not even that good.
Yeah, it's not that. I don't really like it. I don't like pozole. Nah.
I mean, but there has been some changes made to like Mexican food, traditional food. Like they changed Bimbo in 2014, changed the name of Negrito to Nito.
I mean, that makes sense.
But Negrito is offensive. Negrito compared to Gordita is offensive. Which Nito now is like it's like a Long John, a chocolate Long John, mm-hmm. Right? Like a donut.
Yeah.
Which
it was covered on chocolate, so it's black chocolate, so they used to call it Negrito, and that shit is offensive. So it's like,
it is offensive.
Cool. I can ride with. I can.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Which even saying like the name of the,
I know it's kind of like,
oh shit, yeah. Mm-hmm. But you know, like my mom calls me negro for some reason
because of your skin,
because of my skin tone.
Yeah,
and I don't find it offensive, but it is offensive too. Like on this side of the border, it's offensive. In Mexico, it's an endearing term.
Yeah, it's just like
just crazy what a couple zip codes do.
Yeah, they also changed the name of the crayons in Spanish.
Really?
Yeah, the black color.
Yeah,
they don't call it black, and I don't know what they call it now, or they wanted to do something about it.
Oh, it's called obscuro.
Obscuro.
Yeah.
Instead of with context. I mean, black is negro in Spanish.
Yeah.
You bring it over here, bro. That shit sounds crazy.
Yeah, it does.
But I mean, it's just black. But
yeah,
that's exactly the same shit. The same shit with the crayons is what's happening with the gorditas.
Yeah, but gorditas is like overboard.
It is overboard. You know, bro.
Because honestly, gorditas you can control your weight. Yeah. You know, you don't choose the skin you're born into. You just embrace it. Mm-hmm. You know, the easier you embrace yourself, the easier it is. You're like the happier you're gonna live.
You know? I was listening to this guy, bro. How you were saying like the Mayans.
Yeah,
it's Mayas. I can't say
Mayas.
Dude, they used to burn people like alive.
Yeah.
So you know they say when you die you produce like DMT on the brain.
I've never heard that.
Okay, when you die, when you reach going back to all this.
Yeah,
we can get a little crazy. DMT, bro.
Yeah,
it's like a substance that it's a psychedelic.
Yeah.
So when you're on that stuff, it lasts for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and you literally just die, you know, and you see the light. So what
is that the light we see? DMT.
Yeah. So when you die, your brain produces DMT.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they used to burn people alive to like put them in such a crazy state of mind.
Yeah.
So a lot of DMT was starting to get produced on the brain.
Yeah.
and they'll just cut them open and eat the brain.
Oh my god,
dude, it's crazy.
Would it give them a high?
That's what they say. I mean,
No, bro.
Yeah.
Mayans and Aztecs were ruthless people, bro.
Yeah.
They were fucking warriors.
Crazy as fuck.
Warriors, bro.
Mhm.
Like, they did not give a fuck.
Nah, it's wild.
Got that Aztec in me, bro.
Got the Aztec on my blood.
Or Mayan. Mayans were more Central American, and Aztecs were a little bit more up north. But that's crazy, bro. Honestly, don't change the name of anything. You know, you can't change the name of anything.
It's not fixing anything, bro.
No, it's not fixing anything.
I had a good point, but I kind of forgot. It's like, yeah, bro, like we need to change things within ourselves than rather to change something that,
yeah,
you know?
okay, if the answer is changing the número gorditos, what's the question? The question is people should lose weight. You know, like people should lose weight. And Mexico is one of the most obese countries in the world. You know, like pretty sure it's like above the US.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that's like you have to start focusing on yourself. You cannot let yourself go. Like, we live in a world of abundance, bro. Like, if you live in a country like the US or Mexico, there's an abundance of food. If you have access to food, it's abundance, like of calories. I don't mean that they have a lot of food. I mean that they have an abundance of calories to their disposal. You know, like it's cheaper to buy a bag of chips than a bag of fruit,
which is crazy.
That's the problem.
You can buy a soda for, well, back then you could buy a soda for 99 cents.
Yeah.
Bottle of water be like $1 and something, almost $2.
I don't know how much a Coke is.
It's probably like $2.
No, it was less than $2.
Yeah, back then.
Oh, okay.
Inflation.
True. Talking about inflation, bro. Did you hear about that guy that jumped off Jenga tower?
No, but you were telling me, and that shit sounded crazy.
Yeah, so apparently this guy, he's the CFO of Bed Bath & Beyond. I think his name is like Jivo. It was something like exotic. Mm-hmm. He was poor guy, man. Like, apparently he lived in the Jenga building, which is like a tower it's a building that looks like a Jenga tower, like the game Jenga. And he lives in the same building as Frank Ocean. So, fun fact. He jumped off after, the Bed Bath & Beyond stock was dropping massively. And it got to him, and he just jumped, bro. Like,
damn.
Jumped as soon as he landed. They didn't recognize him. That's how bad it was. They couldn't ID him until he got to the hospital, which he was dead when he got to the hospital. Yeah. But he landed in such a way that they weren't able to identify him until, he went missing, and then they ID'd him, and turns out it was the CFO of Bed Bath & Beyond.
Do you think he owed a bunch of money, or was it the pressure?
No, I think it's the stress. Because it started plummeting after they stopped selling MyPillows, which a lot of people attribute the drop of the stock to that product, but really it was already heading down. Mm-hmm. So it was already heading down, mixed with, a lot of people get into the stock market, and then I think a couple months ago, one of the
because they shorted the stock, and people were trying to do the GME shit with it, like they pump it and they get out, dude.
One of the stakeholders that had a 10% in it bought out, and it dropped it. It just started going south, and he couldn't take the stress, and he killed himself. Jumped from the very top of the building.
Dang, bro, that sucks.
Yeah, that's what you get in the capitalist world. Like, humans don't matter. We're just a product. Well, the only things that matter in the capitalist world is gains and making money and making more money. That's all that matters.
Who would have thought selling candles was such a stressful job, huh?
Bro.
That's crazy, bro. That's sad.
It is sad. It's tragic, and a lot of people in the comments were like, should have not stopped selling MyPillow.
You can't.
Should have used those pillows to break the landing. Bro,
I know.
This is a human being that killed himself. Yeah. But it's the world we live in. How many of us aren't stressed because of our jobs? Like, we go in day out, day in, and we're stressed, and the stress just built up. And if you don't have a way of taking it out,
releasing it,
if you don't have a way of releasing it, then it just builds up to the point where you can no longer take it, and it's, just awful. Let me look his name up, bro, because I feel disrespectful. It
was like the one quote on the Wolf of Wall Street when he said, in this racket, like, you got to do this, and that. If not, you're going to implode.
Yeah.
I guess he was right.
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Let me look up. He's the CFO. Which CFO is Chief Financial Officer?
Dang.
That's crazy that they couldn't identify him, bro. Gustavo Arnal.
Oh, he was Mexican.
He was Latin.
Oh, he was Latin.
Gustavo Arnal, Chief Financial Officer of Bed Bath & Beyond.
How tall is the building?
You
know, a lot of stuff like that was happening.
He jumped from the 18th floor.
Yeah.
Pretty hard fall,
I heard
bro.
something like, if you fall from 300 feet, like, that's all you really need. Like, you can't withstand the fall.
You think he felt the fall? You think when you fall that high, you feel the fall?
I feel like you regret it, like, halfway.
Oh, fuck. That's got to be the worst feeling. Imagine not being able to stop.
Yeah, bro. Or, I don't know, man. I mean, probably, like, substances. He was probably, like... That could probably it too. Like, he started getting so stressed out. He started taking, I don't know, some shit, and then that contributed to him being more stressed out. Maybe he was trying to get off of drugs that he thought it was helping him, but once he got off, like, all your hormones levels go down because they have to regulate, and then you fall into depression, and then that's the consequences. I don't know.
No, I mean, it sounds legit. You know, it sounds like that could very well be a possibility. It sucks, bro, because, you know, like, it's one of those things, like, your title shouldn't define who you are. You know, like, you shouldn't be a CFO in and outside of work. Like, once you leave work, that's it. Like, you're a human being. You're a father. You're an uncle. You're a brother. She should
have been quitting, bro.
Yeah, quiet quitting.
I keep saying quitting, bro.
Quitting. Well, it's because
Small Mexican ass.
No, it's because, you know, you don't want people to quit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, quitting, bitch.
Imagine, like, you start a business and someone starts doing that to you. I'd be so mad.
As a business owner, would you be mad if someone was quiet quitting on you?
If they weren't, like, giving me their 100% at work, hell yeah, I would be like, no, you're fired, bro. I can't have you around
bro.
Here. I'm giving you an opportunity, bro. Like, I'm paying you what you deserve.
Wow, capitalist Edgar at its finest.
Bro, like, yo, once you start dealing with, like,
people,
hiring people and, like, handling money and all that stuff, it's like, I hire you for a reason, bro. Like, obviously you went through an interview and I liked what you said and you're not showing that to me at work. It happens to everyone, bro.
I know. When I was my previous job and I was a supervisor, which I'm not in a supervisor role anymore, but I became a supervisor just literally failing upwards. I just landed there and luck of the draw, you know, and a lot of people were kind of like mean about it, like, oh, you're only here because of this. But, you know, I got thick skin, so I just let it slide off. But one time I was told, make sure that you have a procedure for everything you do. Mm-hmm. In case one day you're not here, someone else can do it for you. Mm-hmm. And it just clicked in my head. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm replaceable. You know, like, I'm not here because of my skills. You know, like, if someone else has the same skills I do, they can be able to do it. You want me to come up with these documents so that the next person can do them as well. Mm-hmm. So I think after that, it kind of hit. Like, I was kind of like just in the back seat, you know, just relaxing. Yeah, I felt appreciated. I felt really appreciated by the people around me, not specifically by the company, but I felt really appreciated by the people that surrounded me, and because I knew them personally and like a personal level, and we would talk about our family, so there was that connection, right? Mm-hmm. But as a company, as a financial company, I was kind of like, oh, okay, like, it's whatever, like, I'm replaceable. Once you know that you're replaceable in your job, you have a different way of looking at it. You know, you're like, oh, you know, like, if I quit, you know, like, I put in my 2 weeks and they already had my replacement, like,
1,000%.
They had me train my replacement, you know, like, they didn't blink twice. It's just, it is what it is, you know. That's corporate America.
I had that realization too, like, maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah,
something similar happened to me, and I was like, I had the same realization. I was like, cool.
Oh, cool.
All right. Yeah. All right.
I think after that, I started focusing more on, like, my outside ventures, you know. I started, you know, kind of focusing more on myself. Because at that time, like, I was super involved. Like, I was working, like, 12 hours a day.
Yeah, I was that guy too, bro. Yeah. Like, wake up at 4:30, be at work at 5, and then just work until, like, I don't know, 6, 5.
Yeah.
Every day. Go on Saturday. They call me on Sunday. Oh, yeah, bro, I got you.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, fuck that.
I think the reason why I gave him my all is because, you know, we still have that mentality that's like at any moment this can be taken away from us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's scary to think that, you know, you can be without a job, especially because, you know, like us being, you know, from another country, you kind of feel like you have to earn everything you do. And that's exactly how I felt. But I also think that, like, I really appreciated the position I'm in, and I was very grateful, and I learned a lot because, you know, just a year before I was working construction, and then like a year and a half later, and I'm a supervisor in a corporate business. That was fucking amazing. But
completely,
you know,
360, bro.
Yeah, completely 360. Like I was salary, and I had PTO out the ass. I was fucking benefits, but it's like it wasn't worth it, especially like not getting that fulfillment anymore.
No, I feel like you should do you should still have the immigrant mentality no matter what, because it takes you a long way, bro. It takes you places where you couldn't imagine you were gonna be at, and just being that guy, bro, that reliable guy that knows the people that hire you know that you're gonna do something without them having to tell you.
Yeah, and I still apply that at my current job.
That's good.
But it's one of those things that I'm like, oh, okay, I'm replaceable. Like, okay, I'm replaceable over here too. I'm replaceable here too. It's just the fucking world we live in. You know, nobody's unique at work.
But with that being said, like if I had someone under me that's quiet quitting on me, and if he was doing like everything I told him to do, and I was like really satisfied, I'll help him out, bro. They're like, like you need a day off, you got this to do, like take it, bro.
Yeah. Take every opportunity.
But
my previous employer to the previous employer I had when I worked construction, he was not like that. He was very reserved in like how he got to where he was at. And I always found that, like, I find that weird because it's like, I'm not going to take your job. I'm not looking to take your job. I'm looking to replicate this in my own way. I don't want to be, you know, a 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. worker. Like, I'm going to replicate what you did to my scale to fit me, my lifestyle. I'm not going to take anything away from you. Like, your accomplishments are yours.
So he wasn't trying to like show you the ways, or what?
Yeah, he wasn't. I would ask him like, hey, how, you know, like, what's it like doing, you know, how do you look for business, or how'd you get started? And he was just short, like, oh, I just work hard. It's like, well, that's not really an answer.
I know, bro. Like, I need you to actually sit down, like not sit down, but like show me physically.
Yeah,
like I've been trying to learn this.
Like, I know I'm just an employee to you, and I'm just a worker, but I feel like I can learn off of you. And if it wasn't work related, if it wasn't like trait related, if it wasn't carpentry related, he was just like, oh, just work hard. Well, that's like not helping me at all, you know, like, and that was one of the reasons why I left that job, which I've only had 4 jobs. I was thinking about that.
You only had 4 jobs?
Yeah, I had you know, the FI I worked at, the current FI I work at now, and then the construction job, and then the pizza place.
Dang.
That's it. Yeah, I don't like change. You know, if I like where I'm at, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
That's good.
But interviews are my favorite thing. I would interview for fun, bro.
Oh yeah, like if like someone is getting hired.
You like me going in for an interview.
Oh, okay.
That adrenaline, that rush you get, fucking. Oh man, am I gonna get that fucking job or not? You know.
Yeah.
And then the whole interview is about yourself, bro. That's so cool. Like, they want to know about me.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool. And then they got the questions at the end. Like, do you have any questions for us?
You always say yes? You always have questions? Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, so this, and that, you know. And you're supposed to ask questions at the end.
Yeah.
And you're like, if they bring up your salary, then you can start negotiating. Here's the trick. And I learned this just off of experience. So you try to mimic the other person's like posture and hand movements. Mm-hmm. So you start kind of mirroring them, and you start using like words that they use because they'll remember them. So if I say something like, you know, this job is, you know, high paced, and you have a lot of responsibilities, and you kind of have to, you know, be self-productive. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, well, you know, I tend to be very self-productive, and I'm very high paced, and I like a challenge. You know, you just use the same words, and they'll kind of start digging into a little bit more, and you kind of start liking, you know, if they're kind of like this, you kind of mimic it.
Yeah, I do that too. And then also, like, I don't know if this is just like something that I believe in, like it's probably BS. But just every job that I ever gotten, I went in the interview knowing that I was gonna get that job. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this job.
I've never interviewed at a place where I don't get the job.
Yeah,
you know,
and I mean, I don't know if it's the
Look where I'm at, bitch. Halftime.
halftime.
I'm geeked.
I know, bro. Too much caffeine.
Caffeine's gonna kill me, bro. Anyways, gutter oil. What's up with it?
Gutter oil is crazy, bro.
What is gutter oil?
All right, so there's this part of Asia. They literally grab water from the sewer, bro. Like they're scooping it up from the sewer. Did you watch the video?
I couldn't get through it, bro.
Oh,
I
dude.
got a week. I was at Wingstop, bro. You sent me that while I was eating.
Dude, it was crazy. Like I was like almost gagging watching that shit.
I was gagging while I was watching that shit.
It's so bad. So
Literally while I was watching that shit.
yeah, dude, they grab water from the sewer and it has all kinds of shit in it. Like literally.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff in it. Then they put it in this barrel and then they boil it to get all the oils out of there to use it for cooking oil. And the same people, like, they sell it to local restaurants.
How is that healthy?
I don't know.
How is that healthy, bro?
I don't know.
Tell me, how is this legal?
I don't know, bro, but this is crazy.
Okay.
Like, that got me thinking, bro.
Do you think the workers that do that go to the restaurants they sell it to? Do you think they consume the oil they sell?
Probably, bro, because that guy, when he was scooping it out, cigarette on his mouth, like just cigarette scooping it out.
I saw that. I was like, bro, I would be like wearing a mask, a face mask, and just like a suit.
I don't care how healthy you eat, bro. Bro, like you can't do that shit here.
No,
Like,
you can't.
You're gonna find some heroin and some fentanyl in the water.
Yeah,
Some crazy
dirty
shit.
ass underwear. People trying to flush down cocaine.
Mm.
No,
There's
you
gonna be-
cannot do that here.
Not
Well,
even
you can't
that.
do that in China. You can't do that anywhere, bro.
I don't know, but
Shouldn't be legal.
that video is 9 years old. So it's been. I don't know if they're still doing it, but just
What part of Asia?
I don't know.
Just so I don't go.
It doesn't say.
It just says Asia.
I didn't actually. I don't know if it doesn't say, but I just didn't. I didn't want to do any more research. Like I was just like,
No, like that's one of those things that like you learn about and you're like, okay, good thing I know because I'm not going there anytime soon.
yeah, I'll let you know if I find out. But I mean, bro, they use it to cook food.
I'm not cooking shit.
Recycling, bro.
No, I mean, the water we consume is technically recycled water, but I don't think we necessarily scoop it out and then process it.
It's processed for sure.
That's awful.
It has some kind of process, and I mean,
It's got to have bleach in that shit.
yeah, it's
right?
some bad shit, bro. Like, not even that. Like, have you ever heard about like phthalates and
No.
microplastics?
Microplastics, yes. Okay, I have a story about that.
Okay.
Okay, so last week after we got done recording, we went to Target to do some grocery shopping. Yes, I do my groceries at Target.
Oh, you rich.
I knew that was coming. Anyways, I was doing my groceries at Target, and I'm in line, and they only have one fucking register open, which is a fucking pet peeve, but whatever, you know. There's a shortage in jobs, there's a shortage of employees. There's an abundance of jobs, which is just indicates we're in a recession. Anyways, I'm in line. I'm just pissed off. I'm in line. I have my cart, and we have Ari, and then there's a lady, and the lady's like, "You know, I buy everything organic," and the cashier's like, "Yeah, I can tell." And then she's like, "You know how many microplastics there is in food? You know how many plastics are in our gut?" The other day I was reading, and in my head I'm like, okay, where did you read this, and did you only read the headline? Because a lot of us say, oh, I read this here, and then you only read the headline. You're not actually reading the whole fucking article.
And the
that
article is
explains-
something completely different.
New York Post does that a shit ton. So if you read a headline from the New York Post, read the whole article before you go on and tell your friends about whatever you read. Anyways, she said that she read somewhere, I don't know where she read it, that they cremated someone, and when they cremated them, there was plastic that did not melt. Now, I don't know how hot it needs to be to cremate someone, but I'm pretty sure the plastic would melt.
Yeah.
If skin and bone
Yeah.
is being burnt to ashes, plastic would not survive. It wouldn't stand a fucking chance.
No, it doesn't make sense.
So then I went home and I was like, I'm gonna look this up. I looked it up and all I read was like, if you kind of like are eating chips it contains like microplastics to keep it. I guess it kind of keeps them from like tasting bad if they're stored for too long. I don't know. I didn't really read that much into it. But,
no, this is what it is, bro.
all right, explain. Mansplain this to me.
All right. So phthalates.
Okay.
Those are microplastics that leak from drinking water out of a bottle, microwaving something in plastic, any like that's a petrochemical
Yeah.
that comes from petroleum and all that stuff that makes plastic.
Okay.
It's getting into your bloodstream, so it's literally going in your blood, and that's not even like that's scary enough, but the real consequences. They started in 2005.
Okay.
In 2005, this lady, Shauna Swan,
Yeah.
I think she's the one that started researching microplastics and phthalates. She started researching with rats, which they had a control experiment where they give rats phthalates.
Yeah.
And to the other group, they didn't give them anything. The first thing that they find out is the males are getting smaller taints, which is your ABC.
Yeah.
Your ass and balls connector.
Yeah.
The little island in the middle. That is getting smaller.
Gooch.
Yeah.
Damn.
That thing is getting smaller. And that's
Is
like,
that a bad thing?
yes.
Why?
Because people are less likely to reproduce. They are producing a crazy less amount of sperm count, and women are getting more miscarriages. If you look at the data, bro, for 2022,
Yeah.
since the 2000s, it's been a decrease on population because women are having miscarriages and men don't have enough sperm count to be fertile
Because of the plastic?
because of
Because you
plastics.
fucking grow up eating fucking maruchas and eating stuff up in Tupperware.
Yeah.
Damn. Should I start buying glass Tupperware?
I think so, bro, because we don't know. We
Well,
don't.
I have a kid already, so I'm good.
Yeah, so there you go. You weren't affected by
My
it.
gooch is normal size.
Your ABC.
My ABC is normal size.
But yeah, that's what's happening, bro. People are getting smaller taints, which is just an effect of.
That's crazy. Everything in the body has a reason for it to be the size it is.
And it started in the 2000s, so we don't know what's gonna happen when we die and our next generation. And there's a conspiracy theory again that this is where the population is moving because, like, in the future we're not gonna need any genitals. We're gonna become those alien-looking like people, hairless, smallest.
No, I think like
I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen,
no.
but you know, people.
But
are,
evolution is not. Evolution can't be stopped. Like we're going through evolution right now. It just takes forever. You know, like I'm pretty sure if you brought a human from 1 BC to today, it would look completely fucking different. They're Neanderthals. I bet you they're fucking strong as hell.
Yeah.
Like have you ever seen you have MMA fighters that just look like cavemans?
Yeah, like just
Yeah,
hairy
like
as hell.
Their genetics just never fucking evolutionized. They're still fucking just cavemen. Fucking just want to fucking rip everyone's head off.
Yep.
Yeah. But that is scary. Microplastic, because everything comes in plastic.
Everything, bro.
Everything comes in plastic.
We started going crazy with plastic when that was invented.
Hell yeah.
And not even that, bro. They found okay, so the phthalates is just for plastics, right? Like microwaves and like everything that you consume that comes in plastic, that's that.
Yeah.
Something else, it's they're finding I don't know the name of the chemical, but it's found in Roundup. So like wheat contains like Roundup, bro, pretty much. And they're not getting it out. Like they're not washing it whenever they're getting it to the stores. And then
You
we're
make me
cooking
not
with it.
want to eat, bro.
I'm telling you, bro, like this shit is
Nothing's
wild.
healthy. Even if you're eating healthy, you're not eating healthy.
Okay.
So might as well
So
eat those gorditas.
might as well eat gorditas, bro, honestly. So I stopped meal prepping like a year and a half ago, right?
Your taint's smaller.
Hell nah. I don't think so. I haven't checked in a while.
I haven't measured it.
No, I haven't.
Wait, can it?
It
Are
doesn't.
you born with that size?
Yes, you're born with it. Like it's
and
not
it
like
gets smaller.
no. It doesn't get smaller as you consume plastic, bro.
Oh, okay.
So you're
Okay.
born with the smaller taint. But what it does affect is your sperm count in the future.
That's awful. Can you imagine being born with no sperm count?
Yeah, it's very bad, bro. That's what Elon Musk was saying. That's why he's putting a bunch of surrogates. Because I mean, to an extent, he's not wrong, bro. We're not reproducing as much.
But no, but he's not wrong. But he's also a fucking idiot.
I don't think he is.
No, I mean he's cool.
I just think you just don't like him.
Yeah, I bet you. No, I like him. Okay. I think he's done a lot for nerds. No, he's done a lot. You know, like if he gets us to Mars, holy shit. Anyways, I feel like he's gonna be the first trillionaire.
You think so?
Yeah,
Probably.
him or someone in tech.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. The way this thing is moving, the rate that it's moving, technology is moving. Yeah, for sure, someone in tech is gonna be the first trillionaire.
Bro, do you realize how lucky we are to be born in this time?
Dude, yeah, this is the best era to be alive.
Yeah, we're born in the 1800s. You're a fucking slave. Look at our color, bro. We'd be fucking slaves.
Yeah.
Not even 100 years ago. Like, oh yeah, 100 years ago. 1922. Well, 150 years we would be slaves.
Yeah, something like that.
We're still slaves.
To an extent, yeah, to something.
We're all slaves.
I was gonna tell you something, but I forgot. I don't know what it was, honestly, but it was something with plastics.
Plastics.
Yeah.
Stop eating plastic. Stop using plastic
yeah.
Tupperware. Start using glass Tupperware.
Mm-hmm.
But then the glass Tupperware has the plastic lid.
Mm-hmm.
Plastic
Everything has
everywhere.
plastic, bro. Everything.
There's no solution to this.
I stopped meal prepping a year and a half ago, right?
Oh yeah.
And then just about 2 weeks ago, I started like cooking more.
Yeah.
The quality on meat and chicken has gone to shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I was like, I picked up like this fresh steak, bro, and I was like, oh hell yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I was like, why does it smell sweet? Like, I was like, I don't remember.
It has like a sweet potato smell.
Huh.
Like
then,
honey kind of
what the heck? And it had no seasoning. Like it was just the meat. And then I cooked it. I was like, I don't remember steak tasting like this.
No. It tastes rubberish.
Yeah, it does. So
quality in food has dropped significantly, especially meats. That is because we're mass producing it to an extent where it's not sustainable. And there's been a lot of droughts, so that means that cows and chickens and, you know, other animals that we consume are drinking less water. So they're skinnier, they have less nutrients. That's what's going on.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't like it. I was like, what are we going to do, man?
Have you, sorry, finish.
No, yeah, that was it.
Oh, have you seen that, there's this Netflix documentary that's called Made, or How's It Made?
Mm-hmm.
And no. Explained. It's called Explained.
Okay.
And there's an episode on water. Okay, so they're like, you know, Earth is like 75% water, and then there's, you know, that rest is land, and then there's about 3% of water that we can consume.
Mm-hmm.
That's like fresh water, right?
Yeah.
Well, that 3% is slowly decreasing, and we're about at 2.5%, and it's only going to decrease even more because the ocean is rising, and all the glaciers in Antarctica that are melting, they're melting into seawater, into like ocean water, which is salt water. So it's not like we can just, and it wouldn't even be sustainable to go to Antarctica and bring ice and melt it, and you know, like that would just cause more harm.
I think there's a company that does that, but anyway.
A glacier, the water bottle company.
Is that what it is?
They
Yeah.
supposedly do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're saying that water is going to be the next gold. So water is going to be treated like gold, and we're going to trade water, and water is going to be like another form of currency. Because right now, a glass of water is about 30 cents.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you open your faucet, you get a glass of water, it's about 30 cents. Well, in about 150 years, that's going to skyrocket, and a glass of water is going to be like
I'm so
100
glad I'm
bucks.
not going to be around for that, bro. Honestly,
bro.
like that's scary.
Yeah.
Water is your
Life.
gasoline, bro, to your
Water
body.
is life. If you don't have enough water through a day, it can fucking deprive you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, not drinking enough water can age you by 2 years.
Absolutely,
It's
bro.
fucking crazy.
Just think about when you wake up like extra hangover. That's you being hella dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just think about that. That's how much you need water.
Anyways, I was gonna tell you we should fucking start buying gallons of water, just storing them.
You think so?
Yeah.
You be that type of guy?
We should buy a septic
Uh-huh.
and just fucking buy water, leave it to our kids. 50 years from now, when our kids have kids, they'll be fucking rich as hell.
Ah, true.
Yeah.
I got all this water my dad left me. You just
That's
gotta
a long-term investment. You won't see any ROI in your lifetime, but your family will.
You have water.
Yeah.
It's gonna run out quick.
Hell yeah.
So much. Do you need to have like a super sophisticated system for the water to last 100 years? Because if not, like,
the price of land when water. If you're buying land and there's a pond or there's water, it just fucking skyrockets.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. I never thought about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew about it, but I never thought about it that deep.
You buy a piece of land and it's like...
You have a little lake in the back.
Yeah.
And it's like twice as much.
Super sustainable. You have your own ecosystem. If you have a pond, buy a little cow, buy some chickens. You got the whole fucking ecosystem there working.
Yeah, you never run out of food.
Never run out of food. But I mean, wouldn't run out of food because you can go to the grocery store. But.
Yeah, I want to think like things are gonna get better in 100 years. I don't like the idea of like, oh, people are gonna be extra struggling for natural resources.
Well, did you hear that? Well, California is banning all gas cars by 2030.
Bro, the headlines was so funny. I seen this.
Yeah.
It was like California bans all electric vehicles. And then like a week later, it was like, do not drive your electric vehicle because we don't have enough resources to charge them. I was like, what the heck, bro?
Oh, man. But now they're banning all gas cars by 2030.
By 2030?
Yeah.
Oh.
So Elon Musk is going to fucking grow rich. Buy Tesla right now.
Yeah.
Or any
honestly.
EV stock.
Mm-hmm.
That would be crazy. You become rich just off of that.
Yeah, you're onto something. He probably is going to be the first trillionaire.
Yeah. And then Formula One is doing like a net zero. So they're going to have zero emissions by the year 2030. So that means that even if they're flying around the world, they're not polluting the world. What else? Bill Clinton. The fuck? Joe Biden. Bro, I went back to the 90s with that one.
I know. I was like, wait, what?
Joe Biden passed a bill that's going to, I think it's a lot of tax cuts on, recycling and...
Bro, like, people want to do all this go green stuff, but, I mean, I don't think we have the resources to do it, bro. Because... maybe here in Oklahoma, if you have a Tesla, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you just go to a charging station. But if you live somewhere like New York or California, you're going to be waiting like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to charge your Tesla.
I'm pretty sure you're going to start seeing like charging stations like gas stations. You know what they should do? Mm-hmm. And it's super sustainable. Go to the old gas stations, make them charging stations. We have like just on this street, there's like 4 gas stations that are empty.
Yeah.
Right? Turn those into electric charging stations. And then, if you have an electric vehicle, you probably make more money. You come to like the not so nice area and you start bringing in money and there you go.
But the reality is that
economy booster.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, not everyone can afford. I don't think there's going to be a time where everyone can afford a $30,000 car. That's the cheapest Tesla you can buy, like 30-something grand.
What's the cheapest electric vehicle you can buy?
It's still like...
Even if it's a hybrid. It's 30,000 still?
I mean, how much is a Prius, bro? Like 20? Brand new?
About 29, 30?
Yeah, bro. People are gonna... I mean, there's some people that they need to buy a $2,000 hoopty because like that's literally all they have. So...
the Fed, about a couple weeks ago, said that the average car payment in 2022... is $750. That's what the average car payment is a month. $750.
Yeah.
People are buying those fucking Broncos, those Raptors.
10 years from now, they'll be like...
Useless. Not useless. They'll still be drivable, but if you live in California, you'll have to get an electric vehicle.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I hope everything gets resolved, but as of right now, I don't think they have the resources.
No, they don't have the resources. To make, like, how many more charging stations would they need to do to accommodate that big of a population? Thousands more.
And then you talk about water being gold, bro. Electricity is going to be gold.
Yeah.
And then where are you getting all this electricity from? You're going to need more than what we use now.
Yeah.
And then what
You're
about those
burning
coal
more
mines?
you're burning more, and it's a circle of life.
And there's oil in the ocean, and I don't know,
We're
bro.
bound to just kill Earth.
Honestly, huh? Like, yo,
Yeah.
what the fuck, man?
We're making way for the new era.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But our footprint is so fucking humongous that even like if there's the next generation of humans, we'll still know we were here.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna dig up old podcasts
Ooh.
and learn about us.
Ooh, that'd be crazy, honestly.
Old news.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome. Like,
Yeah. We're gonna blow up in 200 years. Just wait on it.
I know, right?
Yeah, my band's gonna get picked up, bro. We're gonna get sponsored.
Your kids are gonna get all the monetization. That's good.
Someone's making money.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, as long as I set the foundation.
How do you think we're gonna, like, just picture watching this episode
Yeah.
20 years from now? You're probably gonna be like, that was stupid as fuck back then. It's like, what the fuck was I talking about?
That's what I was telling Stephanie, that I like doing the podcast because I feel like when I'm 50, I'm getting listen back to 25-year-old Max, thinking he's wise, you know, and thinking he knows the ways, and thinking what he knows what he's talking about. And it's gonna be fun because it's gonna be like, oh man, like can't believe I said that.
I know, because even if you listen to podcasts from 2020 when the pandemic first started,
Yeah.
like you listen to those podcasts and you're like, oh, bro, you didn't know
Yeah.
nothing. You didn't know this was coming.
No, I feel like now you can differentiate content from before 2020 to now. Like
Yeah.
now you're like, fuck, like that's not true anymore. Like the other day I was watching a movie. What movie was it? It was based in New York. Oh, no. I was watching Gossip Girl.
Okay.
And they're all crowded as hell. And I'm like, ew. And I'm like, why is no one wearing a mask? And it's like fucking 2005, 2006
Yeah.
when it was shot. And it's like, yeah, nobody's wearing a mask because there wasn't any fucking pandemic going on. But it's crowded as hell.
I like it that it's becoming like that again.
Yeah.
I went to a store on Friday with my girl, and there was a lot of people, and everybody
Yeah.
was like all close together, and I was like, I kind of like this.
I miss it.
Yeah.
Honestly, going to the store is underrated now.
Yeah,
Brick and mortar, baby.
You just get everything online.
Yeah. It kind of builds that excitement, though, for when that product comes. But no, podcasts are going to live forever. Odd podcast is going to live forever. I don't know. And podcasting now is kind of like in the 80s when people are making their own rock bands. That's what a podcast is now. It's our new niche. Next thing you know, it's probably going to be like documenting or something.
And then we get canceled 100 years from now, like Metallica.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No, what happened?
Do you know how Metallica was featured on was the one show, Stranger Things?
Yeah.
And they did a Master of Puppets.
Yeah.
So like this generation that I've never heard of Metallica, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, this is awesome. It's like, I know, right? And then, like when the Metallica charted on the Billboard 100 again, they were going super viral. And then guess what happened?
They got canceled.
Someone on TikTok was trying to cancel them.
Why?
Because of their crazy shows that they had back then, bro. Like they'll go to Germany and someone will hold a Nazi sign and it's like the rock star lifestyle. And it's like, okay, bro, that was fucking
60 years ago.
Yeah, not 60.
1990s, 1980s.
1990s for sure.
Back when the Nazis were alive. No, I mean, again, who is this benefiting? Metallica's a fucking rock band. Just fucking let it be. Metallica's the shit, man.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Metallica is, you're living under a rock.
I mean, I wouldn't blame someone that was born in 2000 and be like, oh, I don't know who Metallica is. Be like, okay, cool. But if you're from the 90s,
You're from the 90s, you have to know. Even late 90s, you know. Early 2000s, too.
Yeah, to an extent. But, I mean...
Talking about the rock and roll lifestyle. And you know what Metallica, like, that craziness reminds me of, like, GTA.
GTA?
Yeah. Did you hear... The U.S. is literally, like, GTA. The U.S. itself, the country, is GTA. All that crazy shit that happens on here. Like in Mississippi, this guy stole a plane. It was an airport worker stole a small plane, and he flew it for 5 hours, and he was threatening to just crash into a Walmart.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
I think Thursday or Friday.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently, like, the guy is young. He was like late 20s, 27, 28-ish.
Come on, bro.
They didn't release his name. I don't know why. But apparently, like, the FAA, is going to look into that investigation because, like, he didn't have a license at all. But he kept telling people he had a license to fly it. So he flew it around for, like, 5 hours. Finally, the FBI got involved, and they convinced him to land it. And he was just about to land at the airport. He picked that up. He picked up again. He flew it for, like, another 30 minutes, and he landed in the field. And they fucking just...
It's impressive how someone without a license was able to learn how to fly a plane.
It had to have been, like, easy as hell.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that easy, bro.
No, I'm not saying it's easy. But, if you work at the airport...
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't think it's easy to fly a plane. But I'm saying, like, if you work at an airport and you see it every day...
Oh, like you have easy access.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and he's getting charged with terrorist threats and... like a felony of like obstructing law or some shit.
This is a
bozo behavior, bro.
Bozo behavior, bro.
Hardcore.
Like, what do you get from it, bro? What are you doing?
Again, stress. Probably hated his job.
Yeah, most likely. That's what it was.
His girl probably cheated on him or something. As of what I read on Friday, they hadn't released his name, but they did release like a picture of him, but not his name. It's just like kind of fucking stupid.
Someone's gonna find it.
He was white. You could tell he was probably on drugs or something because his eyes were just fucking...
Oh, he was geeked?
Yeah, he was geeked, bro.
I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I wish I could, like, interview one of these guys.
Yeah.
And, like, just interview him in I don't know. Because, like, I just want to know, like, what
the fuck was going through your head?
Yes, bro. Like, what happened to you? What have you been through that made you
dropped as a baby?
Yeah, most likely, probably.
Do you have a concussion? Do you have CTE?
CTE is real.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going through these people's heads. Maybe they want to get famous or...
yeah. They probably want to get famous.
Recognition. And this is what social media is doing, bro. Because everybody wants to become famous nowadays.
5 minutes of fame.
Mm-hmm.
They want to gain a following. Do it the right way.
Yeah. Do it the right way, bro. Do not do crazy stuff like flying a plane.
Fly a plane. Can you imagine if you would have actually fucking crashed it into that Walmart?
It would have been bad. It would have been like mini 9/11.
Yeah. 9/11.
Bro, plane?
9/11's coming up, bro.
I know.
It'll be...
I hope no one decides to do nothing fucking crazy. You guys stay in your house.
21 years since 9/11, bro. That's crazy.
Mm. It's wild. Sad shit, man.
Doing anything for 9/11?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. No plans.
No plans at all.
No. Football's back.
Oh, yeah.
On 9/11.
Really?
Yeah.
Ironically.
There was this meme going around. They were interviewing like a football player on the sidelines. And I don't know what team he plays for, but the first week they were going against the Jets. Or they're going against the Jets, the New York Jets. And he goes, so yeah, he's a 9/11 against the Jets. Gonna be fun as hell. And they were like, yo. I'm like, hey, bro. Anyways, I thought it was funny.
I try to get... Oh, I get it now. See, I'm not that much into football, so like, it took me a while.
Yeah.
The Jets, 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I try to get into it too.
Football?
Yeah, I tried for one season. I really gave it my all, and I watched the whole season. I was watching the Steelers.
Yeah.
Nah, not for me, bro. It's a cool sport, but it's just like my interest is not in it.
Not for everyone.
Mm-hmm. But
respectable.
I'm gonna try to get into F1 so we can have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I see
the season's pretty much over. Well, no, it's not over. There's like
I got
6
a lot
races
to catch
left.
up.
There's 6 races left, but the championship's already won. Shout out Max Verstappen.
Shout out him.
And Red Bull Racing Team.
But yeah, man. I mean, crazy stuff, bro.
Crazy stuff, man.
And even though I thought like nothing really happened, like this week.
A lot of crazy shit happened. Oh, Joe Biden came out and did like a speech against Trump supporters, and then he took it back the very next day and was like, no, never mind. I didn't listen to his speech.
Like me, episode 2.
Yeah, he pulled an Edgar.
Dang.
No, he went out, I think, like on Wednesday, and he gave this speech about democracy, American democracy. He likes to say American democracy a lot, which is like, okay, like what other democracy? And then he got kind of told that it was kind of more divisive, and then he took it back the very next day and said, no, Trump supporters are not bad people, which is like, you already said what you said. You might as well stick by it. Yeah,
stand on it.
He's got the lowest approval rating than any other president. He's like 33%.
It just feels like we don't have a president right now.
Yeah.
And
isn't that weird?
It's weird as hell. Like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like Trump was better, bro.
Yeah.
Even though we talked all this shit about him. It just feels like we don't have a president.
No,
like, I don't know what's going on.
We need someone strong. I want like a 30-year-old president. Give me someone that can deadlift 250.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Rock, Jocko Willink for president. Jocko Willink will be a great president. Have you ever heard his shit?
No.
It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, you should listen to him. He's like he's the description of leadership. Whatever you want out of someone that's a leader, he has it.
Okay.
And they have a podcast. You check it out.
I will.
But yeah, man. What was that dividing thing? It was like all black. It had like a really black background.
Yeah, he went like Darth Vader on us.
Why
so apparently he had his podium and he was giving it this speech off a teleprompter, and then in the background it was like a red background, and then he had 2 Marines, which military should be unpolitical, which means the military doesn't have a side. The U.S. military shouldn't be Republican or Democrat. They should just be for the people.
Mm-hmm.
So he was bashed that he used 2 Marines in his background to give a speech because it kind of portrays that he's fully supported by the Marines, which is not true. Because the president can't declare war. Like, Congress declares war, and then the president approves it or not. He can bring up the idea of war, but then it has to be approved.
It's a process.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was more divisive more than anything. I really didn't listen to it because I can't listen to him talk. He's a good I mean, he's an okay president. He's a president. But it's one of the, like, honestly, bro, Democrats, Republicans, they're the same thing.
Oh, I mean, I don't know, man. It's like they have this cancel shit. It's like really not allowing people to
Express
be fully
themselves.
creative because you're always like, in the back of your head, you're like, oh, don't say the wrong shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are going to be mad at you.
They're just two parties in a democracy. One's right, one's left. But all they really care about is making money.
Honestly, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And
they don't have the best interest in people, whether you're Republican or Democrat.
There's some people that run that they seem like genuine people.
Yeah.
What was this dude's name? I forgot his name, but he was a candidate on 2018.
Bernie?
Andrew.
Oh, Andrew Johnson? No, Andrew Johnson, bro.
Who's that?
I take it back to the 1800s.
I don't even know who that is.
Andrew, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He seemed like he had the best interest. He brought up the stimulus checks before I ever heard anyone.
Stimmy was the thing.
Mm-hmm. He wanted to give $1,000 to everyone every month, which we know how that works out.
We're not going to have Social Security.
I know. We're so bad.
We're fucked.
It's crazy.
Who needs currency, bro? Capitalist world we live in. We're all fucking disposable human beings.
Do you think there's a thing that's fucking us up the most?
I think I wouldn't put my finger on one thing. I think it's a collective of things. But I think the number one thing that's fucking us up is greed. If people weren't so greedy, and that's with money or their ideologies, we would make more progress.
I feel like that too. I feel like it's a crazy. I don't want to say distraction, but it's definitely like, I don't know.
Greed is the root of all evils.
Money.
I don't know how true that is because sometimes greed is good. Have you ever seen that movie Wall Street?
Mm-hmm.
Not The Wolf of Wall Street. Wall Street.
Oh no.
No, with Shia LaBeouf.
No.
It's like a older movie, and it starts out with greed is good.
I think I have. Yeah.
Fucking capitalist propaganda. Bro, I received a piece of propaganda.
What was it?
Through the mail.
What was it?
So I get the mail, and it comes in like a Blue Cross Blue Shield envelope. I'm like, that's weird because I don't have Blue Cross Blue Shield. And I open it, and it's just like a sticker of Blue Cross Blue Shield. And then I take out the letter, and it's from the KKK.
What?
Yeah, it was a Ku Klux Klan
No
newspaper
way.
article from the 60s. And it was talking about colored people moving into your neighborhood and how you should not allow it.
Where did you got this in the mail?
I got this in the mail.
What the fuck?
And then I was like, whoa, wait, Blue Cross, you're tripping. And then I read it, and I'm like, this ain't Blue Cross. And I keep reading it, and it's telling me how to get rid of colored people in my neighborhood. I'm like, what? Bro, the address was wrong. So that means that someone dropped it off.
No way, bro.
Hand dropped it off.
No way.
Yeah. And then I turn around, and it's like 30 reasons why colored people are... 30 reasons why the white people are better than colored people. And it's 30 reasons, bro. And every reason I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And why abortion should be banned. And it should only be legal for colored people because colored people shouldn't fucking reproduce.
Oh,
It
so this
was
is some
crazy.
recent shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. The article itself was dated back to like the 60s. And then the other side, it was like 2022, like April 2022. And it looks like they just like scanned it and copied and then just printed copies. And then they cite their sources. And this is when I knew that I was like, are you fucking serious? They cited their sources.
Wikipedia.
Fox.
Oh, of
The
course.
internet.
The internet? It
The
literally
Facebook. Bro, you kidding me?
I wonder if someone is doing this to like as a prank.
This is one of those things that like you're having a good day, you're having a good week, you're feeling good, you're feeling yourself, and then you're reminded of that. Shit, I'm still an outsider to a lot of people. Who's to say this fucking KKK member could be my neighbor and I wouldn't know?
Bro, that is wild.
Yeah, I would not know. Fucking piece of propaganda. KKK propaganda in 2022. White supremacist propaganda in 2022.
That is crazy, bro.
Bro, when I read it, my heart dropped. My stomach was in a knot. I was so angry. So angry. It's things like that I'm like, fuck, like I'm not from here. Like I'm just an immigrant. You know, like I'm really not from here. As much as I want to, you know, belong to this society, it just reminds you that you're really not from here. But it kind of got me sad, and then I'm like, man, fuck them. You know, like they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I mean, at the end of the day, there's gonna be more people that are not okay with shit like that.
Yeah. It was super weird to read, and I felt nasty.
It's super weird, like
Yeah.
listening to this, like knowing that someone is actively right now in 2022
Actively
making
doing this.
propaganda like that.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
You
Why
know,
are we going backwards?
That's physical Facebook comments. That's what it is. Physical Facebook comments. Again, it's
and once you print it and
becomes real.
yeah.
I don't know. The fucking camera didn't pick it up, so I don't know who it was. Anyways, we're gonna end it with that sad piece of news.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll find out. I don't know. I feel like I don't know, bro. This is wild. Yeah. No,
In other news, Bank of America is gonna start giving out loans to minorities. Minorities meaning that Hispanics and blacks they're gonna have like this program that's gonna be called like a first home assistance program, kind of similar to FHA, but it's gonna be more towards Hispanics and blacks, and you'll have to like, you know, fill out an application, get approved, and then they'll mainly be doing loans in areas where colored people are predominant, so where there's more colored people.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna, you know, they're not gonna require a down payment. They're not gonna require a minimum credit check. They're not gonna require like certain inspections, obviously, because they pulled some reports from the previous census, but when was the last census? Like 2020? No, 2018?
Yeah, something around there.
Okay. So it turns out that only 35% of colored people own a home. And 75% of people own a home. So there's still like this difference in like who owns it. And again, a lot of it goes into it. I don't like, it's not that white people do anything bad. It's just that they have
better structure. Like
better structure. Yeah.
They grew up already like with the path. There's like, hey, do this, bro. Like
Yeah.
I've been through this. So like, it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. And everybody should be implemented that into their kids.
Yeah.
Because that's how we elevate.
So
that's a good thing, bro.
35% of colored people own a home in the U.S. So that means that like 65% of them don't own one at all. They're either renting or homeless or roommates. So, you know, the good thing Bank of America is doing, and shout out to Bank of America. Hopefully the interest rate isn't fucking crazy high.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
If the interest rate is fucking crazy high, then you're not doing any good.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna tell you. I was like, what if like there's something behind it? I hope not, but
this is when capitalism is good, because it's like, oh, we can exploit these people by giving them a loan. You know, they'll have a home, but we're gonna be making profit, because at the end of the day, profit is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, you can't. That's not out of the picture. That's always gonna be there, and that's something
you're doing this for profit.
Yeah, of course, bro. It's a bank.
They're probably gonna be like, oh, okay, we can make some money off of them.
Even if you don't go through this loan. And if you do it the traditional way, someone else still gonna make profit.
Yep.
So it's not a bad thing. I think it's cool, and yeah, I think it's better to end it on this note than
the propaganda piece of shit that I received.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're peacing out. Hope you're having a great Labor Day weekend.
For real.
Doing a lot of home improvement to my house, to my home. Proud homeowner. So probably see me sweat. I'll be sending Snapchats later.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out everyone that tapped in last week on socials and YouTube and all that stuff. I love yo.
A like goes a long way, so like and subscribe and share it with your friends and family.
Until next time.
Later.